Mic check, what's going on? Welcome back to another hip hop snapshot. I'm your host, Ross Martinez, and we are in the middle of our 5-episode arc of the Architects of Sound, the producers behind the regional evolutions of hip hop. Today, we're going to be talking about the South. When Andre 3000 stood on that Source Awards stage in 95 and said the South got something to say, did anyone really understand what he was saying? Because the South wasn't debuting in that moment. The South was already there building its own sound and culture within hip-hop. Layered, raw, and rooted in struggle, celebration, and spiritual fire. Today, let's talk about the producers who made the South feel like home and sound like a rebellion. Without further ado, grab that milk crate, take a seat. It's time to talk hip-hop history. We have to start with Organized Noize, the architects behind the famous Dungeon family. They didn't just produce music, they built a sanctuary beneath the streets of Atlanta. From Outkast, Goody Mob, and TLC, they were more than beat makers. It was like soul food for the ears. Gospel chords, southern fried funk, and bass that hugged your chest. They made hip-hop sound like front porches and testimonies. Organized Noize, there is a documentary out there that I suggest you go watch. It is on Netflix. Next up, let's talk about Mannie Fresh, Cash Money's heartbeat. Mannie Fresh brought bounce to the mainstream. Hi-hats rattling like dice in a cup, melodies pulled from corner stores and skate rinks. He made strip club sermons that shaped an entire generation. From Lil Wayne, Juvenile, BG, and Turk, they all flowed over Mannie's kitchen sink chaos. Next up, we got to highlight Pimp C from UGK. You talking Texas? Well, Pimp C's name is thrown up there as one of the best. He was the producer, preacher, and pimp of Port Arthur, fusing blues, organ stabs, and chopped up soul with trunk-knocking bass. He was Dirty South royalty who gave us both grit and grace. Now let's talk about Mike Dean, a sonic sorcerer of sorts. Started with Rap-A-Lot Records in Houston and ended up behind some of the biggest artists. Kanye West, Travis Scott, Beyonce. He's the man behind the mix, tuning distortion into diamonds. If it sounds like Space Church, Mike Dean might have been at the altar. Next, let's talk about DJ Toomp, T-O-O-M-P, from Atlanta streets to Kanye's graduation. DJ Toomp made tracks that sounded like war cries in an 808 form. He gave T.I. his signature trap symphony, strings, snare rolls, and an attitude you could lean on. Next up, we got to spotlight Lil Jon. Don't sleep on the crunk architect himself. He turned up the volume and the energy in the room. Synths screaming, drums punching, and vocal shouting. He gave the South its party gospel. And let's talk about Zaytoven, classically trained on piano, church-made, community-tested. Zaytoven turned Gucci Mane into a movement, crafted haunting melodies that made trap music feel both regal and raw. The South had kings, and Zay was the composer of it all. Some honorable mentions. Here we have DJ Paul and Juicy J from 3-6 Mafia. Horrorcore meets Memphis Bounce. You have Nitty Beats, Bangladesh, Drummer Boy, all vital in shaping the commercial and underground wave of the South. You got Lex Luger, the Waka Flocka Bomb Squad of beats, DJ Screw, because tempo ain't law in the South, mood is. So all that being said, here are names that helped build the regional sound of hip-hop in the South. Without their contributions, Southern hip-hop would be very different. So of all the names I've mentioned, your job is to go back. Check out the artists, man. Dig in some crates. Learn something. You never know what you'll be able to find out about the culture of hip-hop or yourself. The South didn't wait for approval. It built its own tables, brought its own seats. With beats soaked in soul, struggle, and celebration, these producers proved that hip-hop could be anything. Loud, spiritual, hood-rich, hood-wise, and proudly Southern. So until next time, go digging crates. Discover something new. Learn something. Chase your aspirations. Be you. But as all these snapshots show you, individuals didn't wait for the moment. They took the moment and ran with it. So, be hip hop. I'm your host, Ross. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.